Okay, we're live. Hi guys, and welcome to our Sunday hangout. You'll notice Andrea's not here. She's just run upstairs and she'll be back in a sec, but I wanted to try and go live as near as 8 as we could. Right, let me get myself sorted. It's been a mad rush as usual. I know we say this every week, but we have literally just got back from Gloucestershire, had something to eat and gone live. So it's a bit chaotic again. Let me just open the chat and see who's around. We've been away at Andrea's brother's place for the weekend, so we had to go and pick up Monty on the way home as well. He was at my mum's. Okay, lots of people chatting. There's loads of chat going on in the side chat. First in tonight was Lucy. Hi Lucy. And then we have Bumcrack Picker, still my favorite username in the group, hasn't been bettered yet. Here comes Andrea. I just started because we were a couple of minutes past. And we can relax.
Hello.
All right, try to squeeze in. You're a bit far back. Shuffle at me.
My ears look as red as my jumper.
Yeah, you look like you've been puffing. You've got rosy cheeks.
Well, it's a case of cooking dinner and eating dinner in 3/4 of an hour.
Yes.
And then I realised I spilled something down my jumper, so I had to go and change it.
I was just saying hello to people in the chat. We've got Scott and Chelsea and Peter. Oh, that was me. Jason, Lisa in there saying evening, Mr. Hills. Karen, Southwest Sellers, which is Gary. Hi, mate. Lots of chat. Oh my God, it goes on for miles.
Well, when I sat down before, it was just zooming through.
So welcome, everyone.
We've got Baron Green back in the chat.
What, as in Danger Mouse?
Yeah.
I was wearing a Danger Mouse t-shirt the other day.
Yeah.
I don't know if I was in a video. No, I was. I did a video. I don't know if it's up yet. Of all of the tech stuff. I think I was wearing Danger Mouse in that.
Yeah. And I think we've got my brother in the chat as well. He's not actually in the chat, but he's watching.
I did just say we've just got back from your brothers.
Yes. So hello, Matthew.
Yeah. Hi, Matthew, if you're watching, and Jade. Let me scroll down and see if they're in that. What username is he under? Do you know?
No idea.
Right, hello everyone, welcome if you've just joined us. We've just got back from being away for the weekend, so we're pretty well unprepared. I did grab a few orders that are going out ready for tomorrow, so we can show you a few of those a bit later. Yeah. We've got Monty kicking around here, so he might be able to pop in and say hi. Let me just scroll through, see if there's any chat going on. Lisa says she's done 700 this weekend.
Wow, that's fantastic.
Puts us to shame. Since we got back from holiday, we haven't really got back into the swing of things.
Well, we didn't list anything for 10 days or more. 2 weeks, more like it, because we went away the weekend.
So our sales since we got back were worse than the week we were away.
Yeah,
weren't they?
They were.
It was pretty abysmal. I didn't list anything because I've been sorting. There'll be a video coming out soon showing that I pulled out all of the electronics and stacked it. Some of it you can still see here, and I've been testing, cleaning, and photographing that. But I haven't listed any of it yet. So yeah, hence our sales have fallen off the end of a cliff.
And I spent quite a long time last week ironing, didn't I? Trying to get stuff ready.
Yeah, you were ironing, your favourite job. Did you get much done?
A little bit.
A little bit. Right, let me just see if your brother's in here.
I don't think he'll comment.
Oh, if you are, Matt, type in the comments. If you're on your phone, does it swipe up at the bottom to get the chat?
Yeah, I think so.
I can't see him. I can see Kirsten's in there. One Man Riot.
Yeah, what does it mean by sissy that walk? D? What does that mean?
Yeah, I saw that.
To sissy that walk.
Sissy that walk. We've not been really in the chat
what I'm talking about
over the weekend.
I've missed that. I've missed it.
I don't know what that is. Explain. Sissy that walk. Doesn't make any sense to me. Speaking of chat, I briefly popped in there to put a link for this video, and I noticed it's on exactly 900 members, which is quite amazing. Okay, let me just scroll right to the bottom so I've caught up. We've got Kay Horsley in there as well. Chris is in there. Maria, hi there. Gatwick Man. That doesn't sound like your brother, does it?
I think so.
Emma, Charlotte, Diesel Engine Freak, Doing It Yourself Lifestyle, Zach. If you're watching, Matt, make a comment and say it's Matt, and then we know you're in here.
Yeah.
So, what are we going to talk about?
I don't know. We were saying that on the way home. What are we going to talk about? I don't know. I have no idea.
We had discussed going to a car boot sale. We were in Cheltenham in Gloucestershire.
Yeah.
And Matthew, Andrea's brother, knows a decent boot sale that we were going to go to. But then the weather was just horrific. It was
raining and horrid.
Cold, wet, overcast. So we didn't bother.
Yeah.
So we didn't pick anything up. We've had another week.
Adam Kelsey says, "Hi, I'm Matt."
Not sure you are, Matt, Adam.
Yeah. So's Dave Rowland too. It's like what's that thing? I am
Mike isn't Matt.
No.
He's very funny people. Right.
What's the thing when people all stand up and say, "I am so and so. I am." The Roman thing.
I am a gladiator.
No, but there's a thing, isn't it? Somebody tell me. I'm Spartacus. Thank you.
Oh, I am Spartacus. I was in Gloucestershire, picked up a hydraulic chiropractic bench.
Wow.
Says A.G. Day Jakubowski.
Everybody's saying I'm Matt.
If Matt does join in, we won't know he's here now, will we? Because you all say you're Matt. Apart from someone who said they weren't Matt.
Paul Sargent says his wife's also Matt.
Oh, whatever. Anyway, I wanted to touch on a slightly, not frustrating, it's just customers. Customers, we can't live with them, can't live without them. I listed a dehumidifier, which is like it's about a 2.5 foot tall home dehumidifier with a tank in it that you take the water out. What were you going to say? No,
I'm agreeing with you.
Oh, and on collection only. It wasn't a particularly expensive one, wasn't great. I listed it for 30 quid, collection only.
Yeah, and I woke up to a sale yesterday morning and it was the dehumidifier. And I thought, oh, that's good. And then another message came through and I thought, oh, you know what? They're going to say they want to pick it up this weekend. No, we're not going to be here. Yep. And guess what? They did.
Well, they bought it, paid for it, and then said, we're not from around your area, but we're driving through on our way home or something.
Yeah, from a wedding.
From a wedding. We want to pick it up Sunday morning. And you'd think in the real world, you'd ask that, you'd say, oh, hi, we're coming through your way. Yeah. We're after dehumidifier.
Are you going to be in on a Sunday morning?
Are you going to be there on a Sunday morning? Anyway, they bought it and then they messaged and we're like, no. And then I quickly had to arrange with my sister to take it round there before we set off and drop it off and then message them all of their details. It was fine. It just meant that we had to, jump through a couple more hoops, but it got rid of another bulky item. Yeah. So office is starting to look empty, is it? That doesn't look too bad. The big gap up there, apart from that Playmobil that I just put there, there.
Yeah, this is a bit more organised.
That's a load of the electronics. I cleared that one and then filled it with electronics that I'm photographing. When that all goes, loads of space. When I bought a massive, these here are 10 double wall cardboard boxes to send 10 boxfuls of FBA stuff, toys, games, media up to FBA. So when that's gone, I'll have nothing left.
No. Tom's in the chat, by the way.
Hey, Tom, how are you doing? I think Tom managed to meet up with...
yeah, we haven't had a chance to talk to him yet.
What's his name?
Jason.
Oh, my goodness. Jason
T. Smith.
Jason T. Smith from America was over in London, and he put out that he was going to be at a certain place for a meetup. As we've just said, we were in Gloucestershire at your brother's, so we couldn't go up, but Tom made it, I believe. Okay, so
we've got a question from Dan Buds. He says, hi, Nick and Andrea. I wanted to ask, as it looks like you are financially comfortable, comfortable financially wise, do you think there is potential for you to be twice as rich as you are now, and would it be easy for you to do that? There's definitely potential if we worked harder.
We could do a lot more and earn a lot more, but we're trying to find that balance between life and work.
Yeah.
And because we're in a position where we don't necessarily have to work that hard, we're trying not to. But I really struggle with that.
I do too. I do. Because we're both ambitious people as well. So it's hard not to.
And we were talking, I was talking all the way home, trying to keep myself awake, because we'll talk about this in a minute. We've had virtually no sleep as well.
Yeah. Well, Sib K has just super chatted us, so thank you, Sib K. and he says, highest paying super chatter gets to be me, Matt. It gets to be Matt, me.
Gets to be Matt, me. So do you want to be Matt? I'm now confused. Okay, so Sib K is now Matt, unless anyone super chats more than £2.
So you get everywhere. I mean, you're outside our house smoking cigarettes. And now
is?
you're my brother, Sib K.
What was he outside the house?
Our neighbour.
Oh, right. Well, that neighbour's gone, so you can't claim that anymore.
And now it's in Cheltenham.
Yeah. Going back to that question, yes, we could definitely earn more, but it's all about how much time you want to put in these days.
Yeah.
But I was going to say, then went on
we
to say,
do put a fair amount of time into it, really.
Yeah, we're not very productive.
We're not flat out.
And we did spend virtually the whole 2.5 hours drive home talking about a new business venture that we're not going to talk about now.
Well, it's one that you've been talking about for a long time. We were tweaking it a bit.
And we're coming up with a way of potentially making it happen. Yeah, we want to do less.
We don't know if it will.
Yeah,
we don't know. I mean, you come up with ideas all the time.
I will. If that gets anywhere near happening, I'll show it on here. But
yeah.
What's in the orange box? Says Lisa. What's in the orange box? That's a slide projector, vintage. You know, when you used to take photos in the 70s, you could get them on projectable slides. It's just a slide projector. I don't think it's a good one. Don't think it's worth a lot. But I do have another one somewhere that is a really good one. That's worth nearer 80 or 100, I think. I'm sure I was on a... What was I talking about?
I don't know. Business ventures, but then we kind of finished.
Oh, it's the question. We answered that kind of, didn't we?
Yeah, we did.
Paul says, hey, Nick, because I was inspired by you, I now have loads of Lego. Okay, what, to sell? Or just bought it because you saw it in my videos? We have hardly any Lego because I flogged it all. I think I've got a couple of sets left from that massive haul. That went really well, actually. Okay, let's scroll through. Oh, there's Tom again. Yeah, I did meet up with Jason. He says I was the only reseller. What? Oh. That's a shame. Well, apart from Jason, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would have been.
It
would have been good, but we had so much on.
Yeah.
Maybe another time. Should have left the dehumidifier with Sib K.
Yeah.
Because he gets everywhere. It's my first month. This is Pete's Retro Collectibles. It's my first month of FBA, RBS. RBS? I feel like I should know what that means. It's not RA, is it? RA's return. Anyway, and it's been great. Done £600 in 3 weeks. What's RBS? I'm sure I should know that.
You probably will when somebody says it.
Yeah. Don't know. Anyway, yeah, our FBA numbers have fallen off a cliff because I've not sent up for a good month. But that's the next task. After electronics, which we're now purging, we're going to send everything to FBA in good time for Q4. Okay.
There was another question. Have you done with the... Well, you've skipped it now, so I can't actually see the question anymore. But have you done with the tool haul? Have you sold everything? Because you haven't done a sales update on
it. Pretty much. Apart from those 2 pairs of skis there, they're not listed. I'm going to list them soon, I guess. Apart from that, I think it's pretty much gone.
Yeah. Was that staple gun part of it?
Yeah.
You sold a staple gun.
No, this I picked up randomly at a boot sale.
Oh, okay.
That sold today, I think.
Yeah.
So, anyway, if you just joined us, we're just back from a weekend away. We didn't go sourcing, so we don't have a haul. We say that every week at the moment because we're not sourcing. I did pick up a few sales or pick them off the shelves and Andrea's office for the clothing. So we could run through those and just show you a few bits that have gone out. But we've been selling very little this week because we haven't been listing and we were away for 10 days. Well, 2 weeks, really.
Yeah, it's been more getting stuff sorted and ready to list this week.
Yes.
I've done a bit of listing.
Let me just scroll to the end and see if we've got any more questions, and then we'll share a few bits that are going out, shall we?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I mean, trying to scroll this chat is so frustrating. You do a little bit and then it jumps ahead. Does my head in. Okay, I'm not going to go back. I'll go from there. Not sleeping, Nick.
You were going to.
I was going to talk about not sleeping. we went to Andrea's brother's. He and his partner Jade have a young daughter.
18 months, I think she is.
Yeah, we were sleeping downstairs on put you up beds.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, Ella is her name. She didn't sleep virtually all night.
Yeah,
it was up and down.
Can't figure out whether she wasn't well or whether she's just teething. I think it's teething.
She's got cheeks like yours.
I know, I'm really flushed.
So I was still awake when the sun came up.
Yeah.
And it took me a long time to get to, I reckon I got to sleep about 4 or 5.
I know.
And then
I just really felt for Matthew and Jade though. I kept hearing them. And I thought, oh my God, they just must be.
They were trying to keep her quiet because, of course, we were downstairs and we could hear her. And then they were tired themselves and they needed sleep. And she kept getting up. Oh, it was really awkward.
And it was just, yeah, I really felt for them.
I don't think it helped that we were there and she couldn't settle because she knew that we were sleeping downstairs.
Yeah, I still think it was teeth though.
Yeah,
because she wasn't quite right all day, was she?
Yeah, so we're kind of running on empty, really. Yeah. Okay. Hi, Lisa. Spat my coffee out at the Superman pants.
I really don't know.
Says Carol.
Lots of strange chats been going on.
I don't know what the Superman pants. We saw a guy dressed as Superman on the way home, didn't we?
Mm.
If tomorrow reselling was to cease, what would you two crazy cats do for a living? I find it hard to imagine reselling ceasing because reselling is just getting something and selling it to someone else. How would that ever cease? Unless the world ended.
One man writes says dance classes would be cool.
You used to teach dance.
I did used to teach dance. It was slightly better than this.
Andrea used to be a semi-professional because you taught class baton twirler. Yeah. You can twirl it and chuck it in the air and catch it and do it over your arm and around your neck and go and grab one. Go grab one now. I can't do it. What would I do? I really don't know. Yeah, good question. What skills do I have?
Quite a lot.
I don't know. I'd just live stream on YouTube every day and try and earn a living out of it. I'd have to do like 5 a day.
We'll probably do our new business venture.
We would, that we're not going to talk about because we need to get that sorted for it. Why do Americans call Lego Legos? Yeah, I hate that. That really annoys me. Lego is a brand. A thing is not a Lego.
I don't know. It's just a different culture thing.
It's just, it's weird, isn't it? Right, let's just do that question. Blitz says, question, I bought 53 sealed Ninjago minifigure packs for 50p each. Should I open them in the hope there's some rare minifigs or sell them sealed? Oh, so they've got different ones in. Don't know, I suppose do your research. If there's certain ones that you know in that set that go for considerable money, I'd say open them.
Yeah.
Because buyers are still going to buy them. If they're unsealed, you could bundle up the common ones and sell on them.
We've done that before, not necessarily with minifigs, but things that are sealed in packets that you don't know what's in them. We've opened them and then it's not been a problem.
Yeah. Monty's licking himself, I can hear. Stop licking yourself.
He's covered in some sort of hedge stuff. He
stayed with my mum and he's been out.
Of adventures.
He's been out and got in a mess. We've got back a very messy dog.
Mm.
Okay, Royal Bank of Scotland, RBS, says Gary.
Oh.
Amazon FBA.
No, people are. What?
What's that got to do with FBA?
Asking, aren't they? Saying Royal Bank of Scotland. Repetitive
bias syndrome.
That one.
New Business Ventures board games.
No.
That's not what it is. I still kind of have that, but I don't know how I'm going to get that going. Anyway, let's share some stuff. We're totally waffling today because we've got nothing prepared. Can Andrew do a baton twirling Christmas special, please? No. Hang on, consider it for a moment. You could dress up in like a Santa outfit. Yeah.
Oh my goodness. For goodness sake.
You could get some Christmas super chats. Buy yourself a present. Yeah, that ain't happening. That's really not going to happen. Hi, Steve. Steve Green is in there. I need to catch up on Steve's videos. I'm behind. I've really not been keeping up with videos. Okay. It was a fat finger mistake, says Pete's Retro Collectibles. So RBS was meant to be what? RA.
Probably.
Okay. So all we can do really is just show you a few bits that I'm going to ship out tomorrow. This sold. This is a Primo Tacker. I got it at a boot sale. I think it was in a box of stuff. If I'd have bought it, I wouldn't have paid more than 50p. It's gone for a tenner with shipping. Nothing amazing there. These owed me nothing. These were from a long time ago. I bought a box full of computer bits for practically nothing, and it had a load of RAM.
Okay.
These are like to add RAM to your PC or whatever. They sold for very little though, just to clear the last few of those. This you picked up, didn't you? Didn't you buy this online as a bit of an experiment, and it didn't really work out?
Yeah, it didn't really work out.
It's a vintage Mr. Potato Head, which you thought was worth a lot more than it was, and we ended up.
Yeah, somebody else had managed to sell one, but it must have been a fluke.
And this was missing bits.
Yeah.
So we kind of just got our money back on that. It was a bit of an experiment. Didn't work out. So these are Kenwood blades. The Bake Off is back on, and I've seen a little bit of a spike again in Kenwood parts. Okay. These for Kenwood.
They've been steady sellers though, the Kenwood stuff.
I've nearly sold out of it all. Yeah. So yeah, there's like a dough mixer and a slicer. I can't remember what it went for, like £7 or £8 a pair. Some Lego. Speaking of Lego, a minute ago, got very little left. These are some vintage kitchen cupboards. I sold quite a fair bit of this stuff, and for some reason the red ones. Whoa,
oh, that's the door.
Oh, the red stuff just wasn't selling, so I marked it down to get rid.
Do you mind?
What's he doing? Is he farting?
No, it's just licking and licking and licking.
These are some of your bits. Do you want to say what they were? How much you paid?
I don't know. I don't know how much.
What is that? A Pack-A-Mac?
It's a Pack-A-Mac. One of those.
Those you can pick up really cheap.
Without looking, I couldn't tell you how much I sold it for.
Okay. I think it went for £7 or £8, that.
Yeah.
With shipping on. So yeah, those are worth doing generally. People, they tend to sell quick, don't they?
That didn't, but...
Oh, that didn't.
But I did list it during the summer, and now it's like raining and horrid, so...
So yeah, they're good. Just certain brands go better, I guess, today.
Yeah.
Cool. What's this?
Roger, that's an Old Navy brand. It's a good brand.
Ah, okay.
That's Oshkosh. That's been listed since last winter as well. But I think that size, it's really small. It's like, it's 12 months, but yeah, I don't know. That was slow to sell anyway, but it's finally sold.
But Oshkosh, we used to do really well.
Oshkosh used to be a really fast seller, but they're not now.
Have they gone out of fashion or what?
I think so. The dungarees.
I can't see if I'm doing this right. Can you see the label? I can't see the label. Oshkosh.
Okay. Yeah, the dungarees do okay, but other items not so much.
And you sold...
And then yeah, weirdly, this is such a juxtaposition.
Oh, that's a long word.
It's a long word for a Sunday night. So I sold today a monsoon summer romper and a Christmas jumper.
I was laughing at Andrea last week saying, what are you going to do on Monday? Oh, I'm going to photograph all my Christmas jumpers.
I know. So I was thinking that I'd be stuck with this summer stuff now until next season, but no.
Well, as we said before, there's always someone going on holiday.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, you laughed at me, but I still sold a Christmas jumper.
Yeah. And what is this? Is a bit ugly.
It's a cardigan.
It's got holes in it. Look at the state of that. Is that meant to be like that?
Well, it's not hanging very well currently, but yes, it is meant to be like that.
Forget how it's hanging. It's got holes in it.
It's MNG, which is mango. And I can't remember how much that was either. I don't think you've managed to print anything off, did you?
No, I just grabbed stock.
Yeah.
Don't know. Oh, you also sold, talking of seasonal stuff, if you've got any Halloween gear, and we don't really have any left, but we had a random one of them.
I had a couple of rompers and that left. That's from the shop stock.
Oh, these came from the shop?
Yeah.
Okay. These are cheap anyway. You can pick these up in Sainsbury's for like £5 or £6, which I think is what we got for that, didn't we?
Yeah, £5, I think it was.
£5 with £2.99 shipping. But you can pick those up out of season, 50p quite easily. So
yeah. But that was traded in, so I didn't.
Oh, traded in the shop, so it owes us nothing really. So it's debatable whether it's worth it, 50p to a fiver. But if you do that enough times and you've got a quick, a system that works, you can make money. So you'll never get particularly rich doing the fiver sales.
No, definitely not. And to be honest, if that wasn't, I probably wouldn't pick stuff like that up again.
No, not even at 50p.
I don't know. No. Probably not.
Whoa. I nearly launched it at you. Got rid of this. That was picked up in a charity shop. It was a Sony Handycam starter pack. So it had a Handycam travel case, a lithium-ion battery, and a digital tape. Paid £2 a lot. The tape sold, and then we had a load of trouble because the bloke that was the tape we sold. This that came back to us.
No, I don't think. Did we tell that story? I don't think we even did.
Oh.
It was horrid.
Don't want to go there.
I don't know if we should.
Do you want to go there? He might be watching and he'll start stalking you.
Try a very, very quick version of it.
Anyway, there was this. I'll quickly explain what it was.
Okay.
There was that tape. I think it was that tape anyway, pretty sure. And the battery. I'm not sure if the battery's sold yet. I've got it listed for about 25, 30. This is sold for, I want to say 13. And the tape sold for like £6 or something.
I think Lisa's on one tonight.
Lisa's on one? Why? What's she saying?
I don't know. I keep missing it. But Adam Kelsey's just told her to get out.
Lisa Fenn, get out. Why? What's Lisa doing?
What are you doing, Lisa?
She trying to chat up Lonnie again? I can't see. I
haven't seen Lonnie in the chat.
No, I don't think Lonnie's in.
I don't know.
Oh, Carol says she just liked that jumper on Insta.
Oh.
Did you share the sale on Insta?
I did. I shared it on Insta.
Oh, okay. Oshkosh women's leather jackets do well, says Scott.
Okay.
Give him a biscuit and he might let you. Is that what they're laughing at? What's that all about?
No, I think it's. Oh, I don't know if we should read that out.
The chat these days, it's great that so many people in, but it makes it so hard to keep up with.
We miss what's going on. There's lots of joking going on and we miss it.
It's almost like there's more going on in there than there is in here.
It's more entertaining than us, to be fair.
We just sit here waffling and they have a chat.
Yeah. They're not even listening.
And the end comes and they said, what did Nick and Andrea talk about? No idea.
No, they're not even listening. They're just chatting amongst themselves.
So go on then. We sold this tape. Sealed. I described it as exactly what it was, which was was it high 8?
It's a high 8.
High 8 tape with the product number on it, etc.
Yeah.
You could clearly see what it was. La la la. A guy buys it.
Yeah. He
gets it, decides it's the wrong size for his machine. What he needed was VHS-C, was it?
No, I can't
small,
remember what it was.
Small one.
It was smaller.
I can't remember what it's called. Anyway.
Yeah, so we just get it back. Special delivery.
He sends it back special.
No message through eBay.
We did share that bit. We shared that it came back special delivery. So it cost him as much as the tape was worth, about £7, to send it back to us. He didn't message us or anything. It arrived and we were like, what? So
I messaged him just to say, we've received it, but I'm a bit confused by it all. And then we get a phone call. And he proceeded to be incredibly abusive. And he just wouldn't listen to anything that we were saying. We were trying to explain to him, you need to open a return through eBay so that we can deal with it. And he was saying, you've sent me the wrong thing. Send me the right thing. And we're like, well, we sent you what you bought. But the whole time he wasn't really listening. He was just talking over us, wasn't he? I ended up giving up and giving the phone to you at one point. Can
I just say, if he'd have handled this differently, we'd have just refunded him and said, look, you made a mistake because he bought the wrong tape. Yeah. He needed a VHS-C, whatever it is, and he bought a high 8. But he had opened it and sent us back an unsealed thing and then rang us up. He called us scammers. He then called us racist because he's a Afro-Caribbean chap, I think.
I think so.
And he then started saying we were racist. And we're like, hang on.
His email said that we were supreme white racists.
Oh, it got really out of hand. He was ringing us up time and time again. So the phone was ringing off the hook.
One Saturday evening, we got home after being out for the day. It was 9 o'clock on a Saturday evening and the phone rang and we answered it and it was him, wasn't it? You spoke to him and he just proceeded to be incredibly abusive. So you hung up and then the phone rang constantly for about 2 hours, just on and on. He filled up our answer machine just with abusive messages. I mean, really nasty stuff. Like, I'm going to cut you out was one of them.
Yeah, it was really,
And
really
it was just
bizarre.
nasty.
But
In fact, we actually then rang Virgin, didn't we? Tried to get his number blocked, but they couldn't do it.
yeah.
And
The problem was we very calmly tried to say to him, look, just you bought an item in error.
yeah,
He bought the wrong thing. He then unsealed it and sent it back. And we said, you know, deal with it through eBay. Because
we kept
I wasn't
trying
really
to explain
sure
to him how he needed to deal with it through eBay, but he didn't want to do that. He didn't want to deal through eBay.
And when I was just having a conversation with him at this point, and then kind of in that second, he just got abusive.
Yeah,
totally and utterly abusive. And then I was like, well, sod you then. I'm not going to deal with you. And
we just kept having to hang up on him because you just couldn't even make yourself heard.
Anyway, what happened, and long and short is, I kept saying to him, well, I stopped talking to him because he was calling us all of these ridiculous things.
Yeah.
It got out of hand. He opened a PayPal dispute. And we said to PayPal, we explained exactly what happened to PayPal.
I sent PayPal all the messages that he'd been sending us.
Yep. And PayPal said, yep, don't deal with him anymore.
They refunded him.
Keep your money. We're going to refund him.
But
don't converse with him because he was being abusive and offensive.
Yeah.
But he didn't go away.
No, 2 weeks later, literally, while we were away at Rewind Festival, we came home to another message from him on our answer machine telling us that he hoped that bad things would happen to us.
Yeah, it got a bit bizarre, but he's gone away now. He was just a very confused man and a very abusive man.
Yeah, it wasn't. I think that's the nastiest experience that we've ever had, isn't it? In our 15 years.
So our phone number on eBay now is not our phone number. Excuse me. Right, going back to sales. Enough of that annoying man.
Yeah.
I listed this. I thought this would have more value than it seemed to have. It's official Nintendo. This is the mini, what do they call them? Mini Classic series, where they kind of reissued Game & Watches as keyrings. But it was only worth top end about a tenner with shipping. I think with shipping, I can't remember if it was free shipping. I think I had shipping on it. But if you look closely, I think I did share this at the time. This is what the colour should be, like jungle colours, but it's been totally faded. Oh, yeah. So anyway, I listed it for a tenner, I think with shipping, and it went GSP. So it's gone anyway. And I bought that along with a Crash Bandicoot game, do you remember? So I kind of got it lumped into the deal. So yeah, that was okay.
Yeah, can you scroll down in the chat because we're frozen on the chat?
Let's do some chat. Hold on. Whoa, there it goes. Was the tape on GSP? No, it was UK. No. How much did the tape cost? It cost him £7. Cut you out of his will.
Who knows what he meant? It wasn't. It was very sinister though, the way he said it. He opened once, and one of his messages was, "Hello, you scamming, lying scum." I'm like, oh, yeah, thanks, that's nice.
The other thing was he was really confused because he kept saying he thought we were eBay. No, one conversation when I was still actually trying to talk to him and get him to explain, because he said, "You sent me the wrong tape." I tried so many times to say, "No, you ordered the wrong tape. I sent you the tape you ordered." But then he said, "But I've seen them. They're all over eBay. Just send me the right one." And I was like, hold on, I'm not eBay. I don't have any more tapes. That was the only one at this point. That was the only tape I had. And he said, "You're lying. I've seen them on eBay. Just send me the right one." And I'm like, you don't understand, do you?
No.
And this was just before the call where he just got really, really abusive. And I just said, "I'm not talking to you."
Yeah.
This is when we just said, speak to eBay.
And the PayPal dispute that he opened, he said it was faulty. We sent him a faulty tape.
Yet in other emails, he said, "The tape didn't fit in my machine. You've sent me the wrong one." Next email, "You sent me a faulty tape." Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, crazy.
Winds me up talking about this nutter. Okay. Paul Calver, I have about 3 or 4 kilos. Do you want it? What, of Lego? I'm still trying to clear stock. Not right now. Okay.
World's smallest shirt, yeah, almost.
What's the smallest? Oh, your shirt.
It was tiny.
Hit send too soon. This is Andrea Dipple. Meant to say, have you started with designs on merch yet? And how long did you have to wait to be approved? We waited like, I don't know.
It wasn't that long, really.
A few months.
In the scheme of things.
We submitted a couple, so our account wasn't shut down, and we just haven't got back to it. We've had holiday in between and all sorts of
You've
other
also
stuff.
gone back way far, because we're below that is give him a biscuit.
Hang on, let me catch up with chat. Question: have you ever fallen below eBay seller standards? If so, how did you have to adapt? We have just lost top rated seller.
Yeah, well, I don't know. It says it predicted to. I don't know if we've actually lost it.
I thought we had.
But yeah, it's a weird one, because we have 2-day dispatch on all our items, and we always dispatch within that time. But people have been marking some of the things as late. So whether it's Royal Mail delivering late or what, but we consistently send out every 2 days. So
I know some people who really keep a close eye on that and dispute them if there's an issue with people saying it was late when it wasn't, and I haven't kept up with that. So I think we've lost our top rated seller, but we'll just get it back
keep
next
working
time.
hard and try and get it back.
You should have passed the phone to Monty.
It did get worrying at one point, didn't it?
He got very sinister and very abusive when he
I kept expecting someone to turn up at the door.
Yeah, Margaret says that's insane for $7. Well, £7.
Yeah.
It was. The whole thing was insane. And the most frustrating thing was I couldn't have a conversation with him and just explain, this is where we're at. You made a mistake. You bought an item in error, unsealed it and sent it back. eBay can decide what goes on. I wasn't sure what to do. But if he'd have been nice about it, to be honest, I'd have just refunded the guy. I wasn't that bothered.
Yeah.
He took it to the whole other level.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, Andy says there's some nutters out there. There totally are. And we've had more than our fair share the last month or two. Kirsten, oh my God, how much did the tape cost? Yeah, just £7. It was daft.
Ridiculous. Oh, we did report him. Yeah, I reported him both for abuse and for sending back something that was, because he'd opened the cassette as well. So I reported him also for sending something that was materially different to the item we sent.
Yeah. Actually, when I was on the phone to Virgin just to try and get our number, to get him blocked on our phone, because we were going to have to plug the phone out of the wall so he couldn't just keep ringing it all evening. That was the point.
At one point, this is how ridiculous it was on that evening. At one point, because we were ignoring it and letting it ring, he was just going, bring, stop. Bring, stop. Bring. And that went on for about half an hour, didn't it?
Yeah.
Because he'd filled up the answer machine. So he just carried on being annoying.
When I phoned Virgin, they weren't that helpful. They said, you need to call the police. This has crossed the line into harassment. And I was like, what? Can't you just... But yeah. Anyway, what a weirdo, says Blitz. Indeed. Maria. Hi, Nick and Andrea. Love your videos. I'm sorry we're way behind in the chat, as usual. Please, could I have a happy birthday shout out?
Yeah, happy birthday, Maria. Happy
birthday. Wow. Hope you've had a good one. Oh, crumbs. Hang on, just jumped again. There's a comment there. Somebody had issues with a similar person, I think. I can't find where we were now. Carol, I must say I've had a few problems this week from sellers on eBay, and I'm going to end up losing out money-wise. Bad sellers are definitely out there as well. I think that means.
I didn't see because it's gone up now, but somebody said that perhaps he had mental health problems, and I could quite believe that, actually.
It felt that way.
Yeah.
When he went totally off the scale and just the level of abuse it went to, and it escalated so fast, and we couldn't have a chat with the guy and explain to him there's been a bit of a mess up and we need eBay to step in. Or, like I said, if he'd have just had a conversation, I'd have said, look, this is the case, I'll just refund you, mate.
Every time I said, you need to deal with this through eBay, can you file open a case through eBay? And he kept saying, But I'm not dealing with eBay. I'm dealing with you.
Yep.
You sent me the wrong cassette, so you deal with it. I'm like, no, that's not. Oh,
and then we come back to the beginning.
That's not how it works.
well, we come back to the beginning and say, well, let me stop you there. We sent you the thing you ordered. No, it doesn't fit my machine. I get that. That's because you ordered the wrong cassette. Oh, no. I've seen them on eBay. Send me the right one. I sent you the one you bought. And it just went round and round and round. It was funny. And then it got sinister. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't think it was funny from the start.
No.
Oh, dear.
Gary says, I have no number or email on eBay. No email? How can you do that?
I don't know.
But I thought for a business
account, you have to have your address, your phone number, and your email on there.
Yeah. So we now have a random number and a address that doesn't exist.
So if ever anyone decides they want to send us anything, don't. Because that's not our address.
Okay. Just buy a £5 pay-as-you-go phone from Asda or Tesco and use that as your number. That's what I do. Oh, a mobile.
Oh, yeah. Tom does that as well. He's got a separate mobile for it.
That's interesting. But we rarely get calls anyway. And usually they're from crazy people.
Yeah. They are.
One man right. I would have loved that Donkey Kong. Oh, if you'd have seen the whole video where I shared it, you could have, had it at that point. But yeah, it's gone now. It's going somewhere international. Right. Lots to talk about our crazy buyer. Adam says, and breathe. Yeah. We got pretty wound up with him.
Yeah, and it went on so long, and then we couldn't believe it that he was still messaging us like weeks after getting a refund through PayPal. He was still messaging us.
Yeah. Andy says, Nick, do you get requests from customers through Amazon for invoices for FBA items? Yes. We get a lot for VAT invoices. Yeah. And I just say, currently, we're not VAT registered, so I can't help. And that does the trick.
Yeah.
So that's all I do. Okay.
Well, Order New One just said, I lost my top rated seller for the same thing.
Yeah. It's not uncommon. I was chatting to, I think it was Vinny I was chatting to. He lost his for some reason. And he said he's more of a high volume seller than we are. He sells hundreds and hundreds of things a week. And he said, didn't see any change in volume or sales when he lost it. So he's not that bothered. Steve Green, how are you not a top rated seller and I am? That's mind boggling. We just had a few people claim that things turned up late and we dropped. It's like you've got a 1 or 2% margin of error there. And I didn't contest a few and that's it. It's gone. Okay. Right. Should we share a few more bits and bobs?
Well, Gary said he's had a few late delivery dings all removed by eBay. They're giving Royal Mail 2 days to get the parcel to the customer. eBay is counting day one as the date of purchase. Well, that explains it then, doesn't it?
Also, I think what I messed up a few times is when the order sometimes the order comes in, I print off the thing and I mark it as shipped, so it's gone off my thing. And then if I ship it out the next day, that's like, I've already said it's shipped. Yeah. Whereas if I marked it as shipped the next day, rather than when the order came in and I printed it off. And anyway, we are where we are. But so we're going to tweak how we do things a little bit. Yeah, another order that came in a while back. I bought a couple of crates of CDs, not those rap and rock ones. This was the middle of the road, couple of crates. And I made up a Neil Diamond bundle, which has sat on for a while. It's been on a good couple of months.
Yeah. We talked about that in a haul, didn't we?
I think so, yeah. I sold off a couple individually of the rarer ones. I think I got like 15, 20 quid each for those. And then this bundle went for 25, I think, with like a £5 shipping.
Yeah.
I did well out of that crate, actually. There's I don't know, 7 or 8 maybe I sold individually for between sort of £5 and £20. I sent the vast majority straight off to Ziffit and Music Magpie and was in profit instantly. And then I've had some bundles like that one. So yeah, that's good. These, I've shown these so many times. These are the SIG bottles. These are cool. Let me just take this off. Don't need this on it anyway. I had loads and loads of these. I've got one left now. These are their heritage brands or style. This is like how they used to make them. They're still making them, and they call them SIG heritage bottles. So they're going out, I think, at £15–16 each. Yeah. And then a little brushed aluminium silver, purple.
Pink. It's purple, dear. It's purple.
Pink.
It's purple.
Pink.
It's purple.
And this one is like a cool, like skull thing.
Did you sell a pair? Did somebody buy another one?
Yeah, somebody bought this one. What's that on the back? Oh, is that a pair on the back?
No, that's not what I was thinking. I thought somebody bought two.
Yeah, somebody bought this one with it. I think these were like a tenner each.
Not a pair that you eat.
No.
You look very confused then.
Yeah.
Did you sell a pair? I don't know. Should I sell a pair?
So they're still ticking along. I have a load of these bottles, about 20 odd, that are Movember. You know when you grow a moustache for November? So I've got a load that I haven't got listed yet. I'm going to list them in time for Movember starting.
Yeah, I
should probably do it now.
Yeah, I would get them now.
And they're basically plain ones with a moustache. So I need to get them listed.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's all I've managed to grab before we went live.
Yeah.
So that's all going out tomorrow. Do that. Oh yeah. And it's 1:45. Wow.
Yeah.
Right.
It's amazing how much time we can spend waffling.
Yes. Well, there's a comment there from CYBK or SibK. Top rated seller isn't worth much value to buyers or sellers. I think this month a lot of people have lost top rated seller as they switched off seller protection against Royal Mail tracking. Oh, that's interesting. What I didn't get around to doing this week that I had planned to do, I had a call from Royal Mail about an account where I can keep all of my discounts by doing it bulk through the online PPI and get a machine to print off trackable barcodes for all of my parcels. So hopefully once that's sorted, and apparently eBay, you can use those to prove it's been delivered. So that will solve my issues, hopefully, with parcels. Still can't get tracked letters and large letters unless you pay for recorded, but you know. So yeah, I need to sort that next week as well. Oh, let's just jump. Where were we? Oh my word, hold on.
Loads of chat.
Malinky says, hi guys and girls, been standing at the back watching the chat with Matt. Matthew, are you watching yet? Can you text him and say,
oh, I'll text him later.
Okay. Yeah, if you text him now, he might be able to pop in and say, I'm actually Matt and I'm here. Question, how did you get on with the tool haul you showed in a video? I haven't seen any sales roundups. They have been in various sales roundups and 99% of it's gone.
Yeah. I asked you that question earlier, didn't I? When I saw that question asked before.
Yeah. I can't think what I've got left, if anything. Oh, I've got the welding rods left. That might be it. There's probably other bits, but yeah, the bike went. Yeah, the bike went. Got in trouble for selling the bike.
My bike might be coming back.
No, she hasn't bothered. Apparently there's an issue with, after all that, there's an issue with that bike, but she hasn't bothered to sort that out. So anyway, Peter Ray says, oh, Peter Ray's making videos. So let me know how my videos are. It's not the most exciting, but it makes me happy. Are you making videos, Peter? I had no idea. Yeah, that's cool. Drop a message to me on this video if you like, after it's on my channel, with a link to your channel.
Yeah. Or if you want, drop a link to it in Tap Chat. Is that okay to do?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Mike says, this is, what, I was going to say, that's not Matt. Of course it's not Matt, it's Mike. Totally your fault, guys. You sent the guy a tape when he needed a Valium and a padded cell. I'm not sure what he needed, but it wasn't a tape that didn't fit his machine.
Yeah.
we early on in this, just do you remember I said to you, let's just get the guy to go away, because he just kept ringing up saying, send me my tape, send me the tape I need. And Zahir has some of those VHS-C ones. And I said, can you do me a favor and send a bloke a tape? And he was like, yeah, sure. But at this point, he had pissed you off so much.
Oh, yeah, I was like, no.
You're like, he's not getting anything. And when he...
Which I don't know whether that was the right thing to do, because I just wound him up more. But I just get so like, I don't tolerate people treating me like that.
When he got abusive, I agreed with you after that point.
Yeah.
When he... Oh, some of the things he was calling us, you wouldn't believe. Anyway, Gary says, Nick, only shop name and address appear on eBay listings unless I view my own listings. I am not seeing what others see. What?
Only shop name and address appear on eBay listings unless when I view my own listings I'm not. Oh, well, our full address comes up.
Yeah. Are you sure now?
Yeah, I'm very sure now.
Tom's lost his top-rated seller as well. It's happening all over, folks.
Yeah, well, they're trying to force us to do free returns and 30-day returns and all of that business.
Yep. Mike also says, so that's why a mental guy keeps calling me about scamming him. Your random number's mine. Yeah, some poor sod somewheres. But no, that crazy guy's actually got our number. That's the problem.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Oh, dear.
But he doesn't know I've got his as well. Yeah, I kept that just in case he carried on. I thought, if it gets too much, we'll end up having to make a police report, I think.
Pete's Retro Collectibles lost his top-rated seller as well.
Oh, okay.
I cancelled 4 orders for out of stock, and boom, gone. Yeah, that's easily done, especially when you're doing sell similar with items with quantity.
Yeah, well, those bottles have been giving you a headache, haven't
Oh, yeah, because I've got loads of multiples of these, and I'm doing them, most of them on sell similar, some on good till cancelled.
So you pretty much have to do a stock take, a stock take, check, or whatever you want to call it.
Yes, I check my numbers every time I relist them.
Back in.
We've had 1 or 2, and once or twice I've just marked it as shipped, and then when they say it doesn't turn up, just issue them a refund to avoid having to cancel and getting the ding that way. But I don't recommend that.
No.
What's that one from Charmaine there? It says, I sold a super dry top for £6 to a woman, and 2 weeks later she said there was a hole in the top. I asked for photos, took 2 weeks to her to send them. Plus, she was wearing the top, showing the hole. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
It's well worth kind of calling people's bluff with that, though. Asking for photos. We've had so many that have just gone away when you say, "Oh, sorry about that. Show me a picture." And like, and then you never hear from them again. Mysteriously. Obviously, there's going to be genuine ones. We're not saying everyone's a scammer.
Not everybody is.
Okay. Have you seen the video where Nick says Mike's name, as in Mike's full name, in the chat and doesn't realise? I remember that. I had no clue either. Isn't that a Simpsons joke? Where they ring up Mo in the bar?
Yeah.
That's great.
But I don't know if that name's used on The Simpsons.
I thought it was. Maybe not. That's a lot of Neil Diamond. Yeah. I think when I included the ones I sold separately and all of that, it was pretty much his entire catalogue. Okay. Dave Rowland, who I believe is a postman, says, well, what happens at our Royal Mail depot? Anything tracked, normally Amazon parcels, gets more priority than anything else for delivery if it's a busy day.
Okay.
It's well worth me getting this tracked business sorted out then.
Absolutely.
Oh, Adam, Neil Diamond bundle. Who'd spend £25 on Poxy Neil Diamond CDs? That's my line. Stop using my line. Okay. Yeah, extend your delivery time to I ship within 2 days. We're already on 2 days, actually. But ship next day and leave yourself a note in the order and then say it's sent on a day 2, you'll gain a day. Yeah. See, I was kind of losing a day by saying I'd shipped it and then shipping it the next day.
Yeah, which I pointed out.
Yeah. So you're cleverer than me most of the
I know,
time.
and also I'm right on the purple.
Oh, the purple.
Purple,
Oh, that
purple, lilac, mauve.
pink. Yeah, that pink bottle. Yeah, that's the one. I say black, you say white, you know.
Let's call the whole thing off.
What, here and now? You want to do this now? Umar Magid, probably
Majid, I don't know.
Probably ruined that name. Says, question, please give me advice where to source good things to sell as a 16-year-old.
Boot sales, charity shops, jumble sales.
Yeah, from our experience, where we get our stuff, and if you haven't, take a look at our channel. That there's over 500 videos on there. If you have a look through, you'll soon see where we get our stuff from, which is primarily
boot sales.
Boot sales, but we also do well at jumble sales, which are harder to find. Charity shops are very hit and miss. But yeah, start there. But yeah, be inventive, be creative. Facebook's becoming a good place to source. Gumtree.
Definitely start with something that you're passionate about, something that you know well, because then you'll enjoy selling it and you'll have some knowledge about it.
Yeah. And if I was 16 right now, I would so be doing this, because it's zero barrier to entry. All you need is a PC or a smartphone. Just a smartphone, you can have an eBay business pretty much now.
Yeah.
So yeah, go for it. Good luck. Let me know how you get on. Any of the items going to anywhere special? Says Peter. What, this lot? I don't know. I haven't looked at the orders really. I just had them on screen and picked them off the shelf before we went live. I sold an Xbox. This is no Fapjack. I sold an Xbox, and when received, the buyer claimed the hard drive was missing, which was present on dispatch, and now he has opened a case against me and given me bad feedback. Any advice?
Yes, call eBay.
Call up eBay and take their advice.
And report them as well.
Yeah, because that, in essence, is similar to our shoe case.
Yeah. And if you've got photos that's showing that the hard drive was present, then
I don't think it would though, because it's inside the machine.
Yeah, I suppose so.
Yeah, but on principle, I would fight that. I mean, it's going to be more money than those Poxy shoes we had. But buyers need to know that we as sellers are going to dispute these obvious scams. You know that was in there. That's the point. You know this person is scamming you, so you have every right to contact eBay and complain and say, look, eBay, do something about this. I'm getting ripped off. And yeah, we're quite passionate about that these days.
I know we are. Yeah, I mean, obviously you have to take things sort of case by case, and if it's something that's only a couple of quid, you know, it's probably not worth your time. But
yeah, obviously pick and choose.
Yeah, things like that though, that when they're so blatant, you need to fight it, I think.
Yeah. Oh, Peter's definitely got a channel. He says there, I've got 18 subscribers on my channel.
Okay, cool.
If you're in the chat now, I believe you can click on Peter's little icon, like on his face or his name, I think, and then that'll take you through. So go over there now, quickly subscribe, and then come back. Mind you, we're going to go away in a minute. It's 9 o'clock.
Adam Kelsey says, Anita Bath. Is that from The Simpsons?
Anita Bath.
Oh yeah, Amanda Hug and Kiss.
What was the other one? Ivor Biggin. Is Ivor Biggin in the bar? Ivor Biggin. Oh, yes, I am shouting Ivor Biggin live on the internet. Oh dear. Right.
Bend over.
Bend over, another good one. It's a classic. Are we that far back? They're talking about Simpsons.
Yeah, we are that far back.
No, not that. I'm at the end now. Oh, there you go. Karen has just subscribed to you, Peter.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, Steve says he had to phone eBay customer service on Friday. What a nightmare. Yeah, I don't mind it, to be honest. I have been lucky and had good experiences whenever I phoned them.
Yeah, on the whole, yeah. I was just, what's that homeless Jew man? It's Karin, Nick. Oh, Karin Fisher. So I've been saying it wrong.
Oh, sorry.
Question: what age do you have to be to sell on eBay? I don't know.
Oh, that's a good question. Is there a minimum age?
I don't know. I feel like I should know. I don't know. Anybody know? Is there an age you need to be to have a PayPal account? I guess so, because you need a bank account or a credit card or both, don't you, to have PayPal? So you would need to be at least, what is that, 16 to have a bank account or credit card?
Maybe.
Credit card might be 18 even.
Yeah.
We're making this up. We don't know.
Darren says 18 and Aaliyah says 18 as well.
And Anne says 16.
Oh.
One of those. Pick a number. I don't know. I'm sure if you searched on Google, somebody would have the answer. Right. Shall we wrap up? I'm struggling to keep up with. I'm struggling to keep my eyes open after that drive home after virtually no sleep.
I was falling asleep the whole way home. You were talking to me. Kept saying, "I'm sorry, I'm sending you to sleep."
I bored Andrea to sleep with my business plan, didn't I?
I'm just so tired.
The Steelers have won the football game, American football.
I'm so excited about that. Can you tell?
Couldn't care less. I just want to give a shout out. I don't think Chad tends to watch these live chats, and he probably almost certainly won't be tonight. I'm sure you're all aware, but Hurricane Irma is making its way onto land. Well, when we left your brothers, it was just making landfall in Miami, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Chad, the Golden Finger Picker, lives in Florida, and I think haven't heard from him in a while. I'm in a separate chat with him. He had been told to evacuate, I believe, and he was going to stick it out.
Yeah.
I don't know if he changed his mind or if he did evacuate. Just want to put it out there. Best of luck to you. Hope you're safe. If you are watching this, hope everything goes okay. Just shocking. We saw some of the footage, didn't we, yesterday? Just, man, that's frightening. Okay. We're watching Irma live all day today, says Anne. Hope everyone is okay. The devastation on, what was it, Barbuda we saw?
Yeah.
There was a satellite image from a satellite of Irma, and you got the eye of the storm, the little circle, and you could see a perfect outline of Barbuda in the middle of it. So that the hurricane got it once, and then they had about an hour or so, I guess, of complete calm while they were in the eye of the storm, and then it came over them again with winds going the other way and just battered them again. Can't imagine it. So we all hope you are safe, Chad. And on that note, we're going to wrap this up.
Yeah. I was just going to say, actually, on a different note, that we've got a jumble sale next Saturday, so we will actually have a bit of a haul.
We are breaking our buying ban.
And we feel quite excited.
It's been a while. We'll get there and it'll be crap.
But it's always good for clothes, though.
Which one is it?
This is the
wear one?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Last time I went there, I bought next to nothing, and you filled the car with clothes.
I know.
But we might have a haul next week. Whee! Yeah. Okay. Thank you ever so much for joining us, guys. We're currently just hovering around the 200 viewers mark, so thanks for making it this far in. We will see you again Tuesday. I think the Tat Chat is over on Zahir's channel. I haven't yet arranged a guest chat. I did try and get the guest chat slots on Thursdays. Haven't really got that organised, so there might be one on Thursday. We're going to try and also arrange for next Sunday to be our 2 million view special. 2 million views was like about a month ago now, but we're going to try and get that arranged. So if I can, that will be the plan for next Sunday. We'll get a few other resellers on.
We got a little bit distracted with holidays and stuff.
Holidays and festivals and other fun things. So thanks for joining us, guys.
Yeah, sorry, I was just watching the chat. Never mind.
What?
Sorry, carry on. Bye.
Thanks for joining us, guys. We'll see you soon. Take care.
Take care.